Should always be 2 rules if you're leaving them. Serrated edge, food. Other side, foliage. That way you don't get any cross-contamination. G'day guys, how's it going? Back here again. Cattle on crop. A wee bit of mud last night. Nothing to worry about really. As you can see, it's a wee bit sloppy there for a metre. It's pretty dry again there. A wee bit of water sitting in the holes, but nothing serious. They're pretty happy. There's 2 out there that are having a real good time. But I'll bring a heading dog down later on and sort them out. Oh well, 10 mil of rain overnight, like I just said. Yeah, girls are ready for that shift, I think. We won't bother holding them up for the day. We'll just let them have another break. There's fuck all left in there anyway, to be fair. They've actually eaten most of it overnight. Let's go shift them. Bit of a complicated shift, this one. Not quite as simple as pulling a fence down. Like I was just saying, a bit complicated, this one. So I'll be quiet because they're coming. Hopefully they're going to come the whole way without me trying to tempt them through again. So this fence runs the whole way up there. We've got the individual breaks the whole way up. Here we go, they're coming. Got to get on the other side of them. Come on girls. Come on girls. There you go. You come through there. Hey, good girls. Come on. You can do it. Come on. I don't want to have to go get a dog, girls. Come on. Or do I start walking backwards? Yeah, missed opportunity. Anyway, they'll work it out. Like I was saying, runs the whole way up to the road. And as you can see, just there, there's a reel going across, so that's the next break. The ewes are pretty used to going up there, so they would have expected their next break to be at the top and would start bringing them down. But as I said in the last video, we don't like grazing downhill, so we're going to work it out. They're getting there. There's no fence from there along, so what I've got to do here is let them come through, then drop the wires in that fence, wind them up to that reel, and we're done. Go and get some baleage for them. Well, shift the other mob first. Yeah, so not coming through, girls. I'll do that again. And we're off. Making the way through. Quite a big break here because, yeah, this poor shitty bit of the paddock down here is not great. I'm working on the meeting sort of 11 or 12 tonne average. Bearing in mind this wouldn't even be 12 tonne, but that yellow strip there is halfway up the break. The other side of that is where things improve. Just a different soil type around here. Sort of, what do they call it? That glade something or other? I don't know. Yeah, not good for anything really. Just sort of follows the creeks a wee bit. It grows a bit of grass. It grows a bit of crop. It grows quite a bit of grass in the crop. Yeah, not ideal. Anyway, watch this space for next year maybe. Might be something coming here. Yeah, so we'll just wait for them all to tickle their way down. Then we'll start winding this fence up. And here we have the terminal ewes just shifted. They're doing incredibly well, these girls. It's yeah, a bit of a case in point. There's only 220 ewes here, so they're getting treated pretty well because small mobs just don't make mud. Like that's an inch deep. It's nothing. The utilisation is just unbelievable. I'd love to just put everything in mobs of 200 or 250, but yeah, we can't. We would have 10, we would have 12, 13, 14 mobs of sheep running around at that rate. It'd be 13. And that would be a lot of work, and you just wouldn't get it all done in the day. So you'd wind up having other issues coming forward there. Could leave my bike idling. Battery's packing up. If you knew one of those sorted out. Got the shotgun sitting on the back there in case we see some drones. Oh shit, I mean ducks. Buzzing around overhead. Yeah, that time of year. Doing a bit of a sort up here this morning. Here's the Tudus again. So they've had, I think they've had their 2 days on here. Well, I'm going to leave them here for another day because you can see that. There's plenty left there and there's still a bit of baleage in the feeder. So what we're doing here this morning, we were doing our downhill grazing, which, yeah, I don't know. We probably were meant to leave a bit of a buffer at the bottom like this, but I was under the impression the creek buffer was enough, according to them. I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, that fence, this one here, went over to that post. It's not there anymore. We're leaving this strip. You can see there's a fair bit of strip there. Bit of crop and a fair bit of grass. We're leaving this ungrazed. Come back and do this. Oh. Maybe when we finish the paddock, but I'm thinking we might leave it there till August. Wait and see how we go. Might try and get this into a catch crop in August, depending what the weather's doing. So if we're going to do that, like a barley or an oats or something for baleage, we might graze this off when we finish the paddock instead of leaving it there for a while. Anyway, just got to drag this one on this wheel track. See those cheeky bitches over there that have escaped? They're going back in tomorrow, maybe today. Anyway, that wheel track runs around to over about there somewhere. Put it up to there, and then there's a couple of wee ones in here to go up. That's the next brake setup. Oh, what a morning. Ooh, look at that. Where are they? Pigeons, wood pigeons. Cool. Anyway, we hog it, so they had 2 days in there. Looking pretty happy. They're always looking pretty happy, aren't they? Most of the time. Had some good news the other day. Stock agent called. 13 cattle still to go to the freezing works, and he has got space for 9 for us. Bit of an unusual set of circumstances. This will arc a few people up. So understandable with older dairy cows, you don't want them going on the top deck. But young beef animals, they wouldn't put them on the top deck. Well, that's sure interesting. Stock agent calls and says, "Oh, you got any problem with them going on the top deck?" And I said, "Nope. Nope, our ones always load up there pretty well, pretty easily." Yeah, well, that's one way to score space for 9 cattle, which at the moment is kind of desperate. The last few days in here I've been being a wee bit generous. I've been wondering if my 12-inch fence shift is not quite enough. Just seems, you see what they're leaving behind. Yeah, I'm just going to try and straighten this fence up a wee bit. I'm not actually shifting very far today because there's a lot left there. We're not even eating half. So why else do we want to crop? There's lots of reasons that we want to crop. But another one is regrassing. So lots of different theories and opinions out there. Ryegrass doesn't last. Now there's lots of different concepts on different crops we could be using. We live in Southland. We are summer safe in the sense that, what do we say? Shit. We'll say 49 years out of 50 we are summer safe for moisture. We don't have to worry too much about a drought. Yeah, so ryegrass works really well for us. It doesn't last forever. There's lots of theories out there on, is that management issue? Is that seed breeders? All sorts of things out there. My personal view is that it probably is a management issue. We don't let our grasses go to seed like they probably want to. We keep mowing it over. But the upside of that is that we have a massive increase in quality throughout the year. Quality is the single biggest thing on a sheep farm. Quantity is irrelevant if the quality is poor. Use and die on what cattle are put weight on. So we've got to be very mindful of that. So we regrass. Now, taking a paddock, spraying it, direct drilling grass and clover back into it, works alright. It doesn't work that brilliantly. You tend to get a lot of older grasses come back through. Same thing said for ploughing, whether you spray it or whether you just tip it over, doesn't really make any difference. So what we do is we put in a crop. Now, you put this in for a year. You've got options. If you want to spray, you can spray. We don't. We try to shy off sprays here. Nothing against sprays. We're trying not to use them where we don't need to. We're trying to be minimal in the usage. Yeah, so we grow these really heavy crops, and the grass, there's a bit of grass comes back in the crop, but for the most part it just gets the shit burned out of it, and it won't come back. That year break gives us a really nice opportunity to get some new seeds in there and get them going without any competition. There's always competition, but it tends to make anyway, that's just another reason we do this one crop. Yeah, we've got these cattle, a few boys, a few girls. They're, what are they now? Shit. 21, 22 months old, so they're not quite 2-year-old. They're looking reasonable. Yeah, they were the lighter end of them, but I'm just trying to think, there was only 2 or 3 that were below 430 kilos, 440 kilos or something. I might be able to find that out for you. Middle of February, second day of the field days, which is when most of them were supposed to go, but because of the floods, they had to shut the freezing works. Yeah, space got real tight. Thankfully the old stock agent, he looked after us pretty well there, and we did get rid of them before lockdown. Before lockdown was even a thing. So there's 30 gone, there's 13 left here, and you can see just up there, there's 4, which is only supposed to be 2, but they had babies. So now there's 4. Anyway, there's them. We're just going to pick 4 lighter ones out. That orange one, she'll stay behind. Not sure about the rest. Anyway, and the other 9 are going tomorrow at some point. Hey guys, how's it going? You were just trying to eat my leg, weren't you? Hey, you were. Hey guys, what do you reckon? Well, I can't be that bloody hungry. It's a small break here. I'm nervous about this. This might still be a 3-day break. We'll see. See the size of a 2-day break, it's terrifying. Look at these silly girls, would you? Shit. There doesn't look to be much left there, but they can't be that hungry, because right there is no fence. That is their break. That is their area there. It's all open. Just over here you can see this wheel track here. So that little strip there is a 2-day break. So yeah, this one might, where are we? This one might be, so yeah, this one might be a bit bigger. Might be a 4-day even. We'll see how we go. See what they do with it. Oh, they found it. I hope they don't flatten that fucking corner. Hey girls, how's it going? Got to remember the sheep. They're not like cows that come up and want to sniff you and play with you and have some fun. They're just little woolly critters. Yeah, I don't think they're looking too bad. I think they just get a bit wet, and I'm just looking at them going, I don't like this, I don't like this. They look like they're going backwards. I don't think they are going backwards. I think I've just got a bad habit of, 2 should be the same size as ewes, whereas actually there's a 10 or 12 kilo difference. Could be even more some, yes, as in the ewes get pretty bloody big. Between our mixed age ewes, which start at 3 years old, and these girls, which are 2 years old. They're not 2 years old just yet, they're 2 years old in September. Yeah, I think a lot of it just comes down to that. They're happy wee critters. Anyway, bit of history on these girls. We're running a North Island Romney. We're pretty happy with them. See that one there, where is she? Right there, she's a bit light. We're going to go down the race next week, we're going to pull a few light ones out. There's always a wee few that just don't like the Swedes. Yeah, yeah, North Island Romney. We like them. They're a bit slower maturing, which means they don't do hogget lambing quite so well, but we reckon you get the longevity out of them. You certainly get the easy care out of them. They, we don't have to do a lot of work with their sheep at lambing time. They're pretty good that way. What else about them? They lamb pretty well. We're doing, depending on the season, 135% lambing will be a bad one. And we've been as high as 149. Yeah, that's a to the ram percentage, so that's ewes mated to lambs weaned. Lambs tailed. Our death rate for our lambs between tailing and survival to sale is normally 1.5 to 2%, which is pretty reasonable about the industry. Our lambing percentages are probably a wee bit lower than the, probably not lower than the average. Yeah, they're not at the high end though, I will say that. we're working on it though. We are trying to improve things. We've been, years ago we were like 120% lambing only 8 years ago. We called that good, we called that normal. Yeah, so we're definitely increasing our production. Profitability is another issue. But yeah, there's some other things around there. There was a lot of upgrade of infrastructure needed. We didn't have a lot of good gear. We had good facilities, I will say that, but yeah, the gear that we were working wasn't necessarily the best, wasn't up to what we were changing to. We used to do the all grass wintering thing, so been there, done that, not going back. We normally finish our lambs to around, we aim for, well, we have a target of 20 kg average carcass weight. We decided pretty early in the season, as far as killing goes, whether we're going to try and stick to that or not. It's an ideal scenario. We want to do that, but often things just don't allow it. 2-3 seasons ago we had a drought. We were only about 14 kilo average that season. But that was the year we did 149% lambing, so it sort of compounded on that. This season we'll be scraping, not quite. I'd suggest maybe a 19.5, 19.7 average, so pretty close. Yeah, and our ewe death rate has been historically a bit of an issue, but I think we've got on top of that. There was one age group of ewes that got a real hammering over winter as hoggets. Lessons learnt. It was just a really wet year, and where I put them, I was young at the time, where I put them wasn't really ideal. We didn't lose hoggets, but they weren't great tutus, and that age group the whole way through has just been falling off. So we've got, this season, I think we killed about 100 of our oldest age group. We had 120 left. We'll keep 20 of them, sort of accidentally, but they're in that light mob, they're out on grass. They're not necessarily light, but we're just a bit mindful that they're old girls. They've done, what are we thinking, 1, 2, 3, 4, they've done 6 lambings, and to be here they've reared lambs every one of those lambings. I don't think we kept any yellow taggers, so at that rate they've reared their own lambs without assistance 6 times. So this will be their 7th, so yeah, we're just looking after them a bit. They'll get a few sheep nuts and they'll be spread out on their own, just to, there's the old hay feeder behind us. Joys of not having bale forks, using an impaler. Yeah, I'll have to push that bale in when they've got to graze down a bit. Yeah, so normally would expect to have 100 to 150 of those old girls left this year, which is when the green taggers that we, whoop, poor old Slim's just hit the fence. Oh no, sit down Slim. You right, dude? Hey, Slim. Hey, Slim. Hey, dude. You get a shock, dude. That's no bloody good. Hey, you get a shock. Hey, Slim. You'll be right, won't you? Hey, you won't do it again, will you, dude? Anyway, yeah. Yeah, we've got 20 of that age group left. Slim, don't chase the sheep. Go get up, dude. Go get up. Yeah, so I think that's where our death rate's been. We'll find out moving forward whether that's the case or not, but it's been that one age group falling off all the time. So we're hoping to get our ewe death rate down to between 5 and 7% would be nice. We've been there in the past. We've been 9.5 as well. A lot of seasonal conditions don't help out there as well, but yeah, we're improving all the time. I think as long as we can identify these issues and work our way around them, we should be right in the long run. Steady, steady, go. Sorry guys, that's actually harder than it looks. Anyway, they're away, most of them. Some of them are bloody going that way though. Crikey. I'll work it out. They're away. Look at all that swede. Crikey. Well fed ewes. Well, it's another video guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bit of a midwinter barbecue.